start off by saying that the smartest people that you could ever meet lives in public housing. I've never met so many smart people. I want to start off by thanking God and my mother in heaven. On earth, I want to thank Leroy Moore, who has been my friend and my mentor through all of these years. I'm blessed as a resident to have input in the creation of the Robles Park Smart Community Hub, a best practice. The rest of the nation is gonna hate us for this. But I want to start off by telling my story, my journey, what led me to public housing. My journey started from high-paying positions to public housing to transformation. Give a little bit about my background. Well, my background includes over 35 years in working with Community Development Corporation in both Tampa and Florida. My Baltimore experience includes working with a project called Community Building and Partnership, which was one of the first public-private partnerships to provide a comprehensive, holistic approach to transforming communities. The lead group was the Community Enterprise. They call themselves Community Partners now. What they did for residents was to provide training for us to be able to transform community. They brought in experts from around the world, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and Johns Hopkins University. And what they did was to teach us how to talk to lenders, developers, investors, government agencies, and other folks, including taking us around the country to see best practices. So I was ready when I got to Tampa. When I got to Tampa, oh, by the way, I can't miss this out. President Clinton was so impressed with what was going on in Baltimore that he made it part of the model for the Federal Empowerment Zone. The Federal Empowerment Zone started in Baltimore with that concept of a comprehensive program. When I got to Tampa, my training included USF by way of the Community Real Estate Certificate Program. Thank you, Leroy Moore. This took it to a next level. It taught you not only about affordable housing, but also commercial development as well. In addition to that, FAMU, I want to thank them providing support for business development. Is Ernest in the crowd? CDC of Tampa, best practice from around the nation. They provided that training way back when I got to Tampa to teach us how to do business development. I took it from business development to teaching development. So thank you, Ernest, for that. Well, and also, I also want to thank the Local Initiative Support Corporation list. They also provided support. My next part is going to talk about from eviction to public housing. From 2000, a lot of people don't know this, from 2008 to 2013, I experienced being evicted from the apartment because I didn't have a job. I experienced, after that, living in a mobile home, which was pretty much filled with people with mental illness and substance abuse. God had a journey for me. Near the end of that, they cut all the lights off and we didn't have any electricity. I have a story to tell. From there, I moved into the Robles Park complex in 2014. Oops. Well, 5 months after getting into Robles Park, I was diagnosed with cancer. Part of my upper lung was removed. In addition to that, I had 1/3 of my lung removed. In addition to that, I suffered from CPD. I think that's it. And that reduced my breathing to pretty much 50%. Even today, I have a hard time breathing. In addition to that, I had to see 4 specialists, in which I still see today. When I got to Robles Park, the first thing I did was to start what was known as the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. This was about transforming poor communities and providing support to neighbor nonprofit groups. 90% of my work is volunteer. Since starting the Center for Nonprofit, get this, I provided virtual and personal training to over 1,800 nonprofits from around the country in Robles Park, from my house, virtually. In addition to that, I provided assistance to over 300 nonprofits and providing them with the assistance in starting their nonprofit from all over the country. In Robles Park, I started volunteering, working with residents on how to do a business plan. I got so good at it that I was approached by Stephanie and Leroy from the Housing Authority to teach entrepreneurship to residents in Robles Park by way of Job Plus. Started 1 year, they kept me for 3 years. I think I was doing something good. In West Tampa, I served as a board member with the West Tampa CDC, and I'm happy to do that on a volunteer basis. I was part of the team that worked with the related group, thank you so much, ma'am, in terms of providing support in developing a wealth-building program that reduced gentrification, increased public safety, and created jobs. I cannot thank Leroy more for making sure West Tampa was a part of that team, and the mayor that made sure the community was at that table, just like all the big developers. In West Tampa, we're working on what's known as the West Tampa Technology, Wealth Building, and Job Creation Center. This is all of the skills that I bring to the table for free. I love the community. Part of the Technology Center, get this, is teaching artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, as well as Web3 to the community. I want to thank everybody here and final notes, and I want to, first of all, just end it by saying, if you want to understand my story, understand Mr. Hughes, mother to son. Thank you very much.
Now, Dan Coley from PGM, who's an important part